Visit my Facebook page at fb.me/dailydoseofmem69 or in the first link in the video description. Like and subscribe right now, and this hella cute dog will give you infinite luck. My husband ordered a used laptop, and it was arrived completely packed in little paper cranes. This is the ratio of strawberries to cereal in 2 boxes of Special K. My lava lamp threw me the peace sign today. My dog runs around my pool in the exact same track so much that there's a ring of dirt in the grass. Look at how my chameleon hides on my military backpack. I'm partially blind in my left eye, and it doesn't show any red eye in photos. This chip in my window looks a bit like a cat. My great-grandma's medical bill from 1950 shows $7.5 for x-ray. This is the smallest maple tree leaf I've ever seen. Looks like the plane is flying to the moon. I casually woke up to a swan in my swimming pool this morning. A cherry just grew alone in the middle of my tree. My soy sauce packet created a snowman-like air bubble. The power went out at the Sears Tower. Looks like a huge Enderman. This is a rock that looks like a half-eaten potato. Please, Mr. Important Parent, don't be a duck on the playing field. My dog has a spot that is a near perfect circle. My new wok has circles for measuring oil. Spotted a squirrel with unusual coloring. My Kit Kat had no wafer. Saw the SpaceX launch from my window seat as we left the Tampa airport. A perfectly circular rainbow made by my door's peephole during sunset. Made a cube with paper staples. My mini cactus sprouted a big ass flower that literally lasted one day. My new petunia looks like a galaxy. Somebody made a tiny squirrel distancing sign underneath the park's social distancing sign. My spoon carving kit came with band-aids. I had 16 clear stitches on my eyeball from a cornea transplant when this pic was taken, and the way the light hits it, you can see each one. Found 83 gold coins at the bottom of a coal container after renovating the house. Came across my grandpa's purple heart from World War II today. The local dinosaur got a mask. Blockbuster billboard in Bend, Oregon. My bag of potato chips had a whole fried potato inside. This wasp nest looks a bit like Jupiter. The Lego Statue of Liberty's torch can be used as hair on a Lego dude. If you wondered how a black squirrel with blonde tail looks like, the color change between my horse's summer and winter coat is neat. This tree that was burnt in a bushfire continues to live. Little spider footprints across my bathroom window. My grandfather painted a painting of a chair that he painted. My dad's medication looks like Shrek. My dogs tore apart a cactus toy to reveal another sad cactus toy. A very tiny hotel room in St. Petersburg, Russia. Found a RS Agent 1960 cap gun while digging a hole for a fence post. My new laptop has a sliding cover for the webcam. This glass holds exactly 1 can of soda. The cars on the highway below my building sorted themselves by color. Today on the river, I found a small piece of quartz with a tiny piece of gold in it. My coffee looks like a newly discovered planet. A humorous gravestone in a cemetery. My grandma's teacup was made in occupied Japan. Picture of a sunset looking like a forest fire. The water droplets on my iris make it look like a starry night sky. A pole with decades of staples from flyer bills. My parents' cactus looks like a person waving. Was fixing my dryer and found these perfectly round lint balls inside. Tiny weeds in my garden look like a desert oasis. I have freckles in my eyes. This impressively long fry. Bread for scale. Beefotibum's my dog. My grandma has a pair of bird scissors. My countertop and my crisp bread are the same pattern. Presenting to you a half-half apple. The natural color of rainbow poplar wood. This key ring is a calendar that will last for the next 40 years. My sister's dog likes to sit on the railing like a cat. Safety glasses that I made for my wife's optometry office. My mom microwaved some birdseed to disinfect it before putting it in a beanbag and accidentally made tiny popcorn. Twisted driftwood I found on the beach. This pine wood has an arrow pointing to what was the center of the tree. An old 8-ball found deep in a forest. The bubbles formed a spiral in my bath. A nice wren couple moved into a hiking boot in my parents' garage, and today their family grew by 5. This Lego Scooby-Doo monster has a semen buttons on the back of his head, showing he is wearing a mask. My Livingstone just bloomed for the first time. My dog looks like the dog on the packaging that came with his new dog bed. These funny 6-foot circles at a local restaurant. My pepper that's going through all 3 stages of ripeness at once. One onion out of the bag was secretly a red onion in disguise. My grandparents still to this day use a 1984 model microwave. My new 96 camper van comes with a plug for a Super Nintendo. You can plug this USB connector in both ways. My cat forms an almost perfect circle while sleeping. Heavy swells have uncovered World War II tank traps on beaches near Newcastle, Australia. I found a face carved into a boulder in the Himalayan jungle. This person's Mustang says, "Lol, run on their tail lights." A very brightly colored cinnabar moth. I found a busty chicks. The grave of assassin John Wilkes Booth is covered in Lincoln 1-cent coins. These medieval ruins were randomly found under a school's gym hall. Wall-mounted grill my nana has had since at least the 80s, most likely longer. When I was a kid, I met the Beverly Hills Chihuahuas. FedEx driver eating lunch in the middle of the freeway in a 40-minute and counting traffic jam. Our new fridge has a filtered water pitcher in it. I was born with sectoral heterochromia, although it's rare. Dental crowns don't reflect under-eye light like the rest of your teeth. This is how a bench for one person looks like. The shadow of my sunglasses shows the difference in prescription of my eyes. Photocopy of a fidget spinner mid-spin. Every year we get a single red rose growing through the wall of ivy in our garden. My Hot Wheels Porsche has a stethoscope in the trunk. Our blue spruce grows white instead of blue. A guy who lives in my block proudly owns a life-size Jar Jar Binks statue. A painted door in IKEA. This tie has mice of both the rodent and computer species. My house built around 1900 has a doggy paw print in the cement slab in the basement. My new keyboard came with a free sample. These forget-me-nots grew in a heart shape. My grass compost pile looks like a grass-covered gorilla. This frog keychain is just a bear keychain with eyes painted on its ears. My coworker mailed me a potato. Divots in my basketball after 2 weeks of finger spinning. View of the Grand Canyon from a plane. This tortilla looks like a dog. There was a baby tangerine inside of my tangerine. My band-aid looks like a flesh-colored Batman. This tree made a star in the middle of its branch. Pretty big mushrooms in my yard. My newborn son is covered head to toe in white fur. Left my wine glass outside overnight and found hundreds of bugs in it today. A jumping spider I found with green fangs.